Namaste. In life, each one of us plays many roles. First, you are a daughter or son, and then you become a brother or sister, then father, mother, different roles. Then, when you start, you become a friend to so many people when you go to school. And then, once you start working, there's a different kind of role there to play. So, we have so many different roles to play in our life. And life can become much better if we understand that role and play it properly. But the problem is always when a person does not understand his role and tries to live life in a very different way, which doesn't suit the role into which he has placed himself or into which he has been placed. Now, let me give you one example. I meet so many people during my counseling sessions, during my classes, and when I listen to them, sometimes they come out with so many complaints about the different people in their life. And finally, after listening to everything, I come back to this person who is talking to me and I make them understand that if you play your role correctly, then all the people around you will also behave in a much better way. A small example which is very common, very easy to understand. There was this lady who was complaining about her mother-in-law and father-in-law, of course. They were all living in the same city. She, her husband and child were in one house, and the in-laws were in a different house in the same city. And of course, a lot of differences of opinion were there, and they were never able to get along very well. So she was telling me so many things, so many incidents where her mother-in-law was angry with her or not happy with her, or they were calling up her husband and shouting at him and things like that. Now, the point is, this lady, so much she was talking about them. And then finally she says they are very angry because I don't go to their house, I don't go and visit them often. And after everything, we were talking about the different issues. Then finally I said, have you ever made an attempt to make your mother in law happy? And she had a very bewildered look on her face. She looked at me like that. She said, what do you mean? I said, see, all the time you want your husband to be good to you, but he can be good to you only if his parents are also happy. Otherwise, they are going to be shouting at him for something or the other, and he will be caught between you and his parents. He will not know whom to please. But what is your role in that family? You have come there as a daughter-in-law. So have you ever made an effort to make your relationship with your in-laws better? And she could not answer. She was very quiet. Then I told her, make an attempt. First, befriend them. Make your mother-in-law your good friend. Then it becomes much easier for you to have a very good relationship with your husband and with them also, with the in-laws also. And on the whole, it becomes a much better situation. Then she said, you mean to say I should go and visit her? I said, yes, you're in the same city, so why don't you go and visit her once in a way? You have a child. So they also would like to see your child growing. So take the child, show them, and talk to her nicely. Even if she's a little angry, little curt, doesn't matter, just accept it and come back. But as a duty, you play your role properly. And you know what this lady asked me? She said, you mean to say I should act? So you see how the mind works. Then I said, it's not acting. It is when you want to create a better relationship, even if you don't really feel a lot of love for a person, there's nothing wrong in talking with love. You read Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you read that book, you will understand. I told her. That is a book which I have gifted to so many youngsters, because that is what youngsters need. That little bit of, effort to conquer a person's heart. Once you conquer a person's heart, then even if you make mistakes, they will not mind. But right from the beginning, if you keep your position a little away from them and you don't want to go down, you don't want to do anything for them, and you expect them to treat you very well, it doesn't happen. It's not only mother-in-law. The same thing happens with the boss, same thing with the friend, same thing with husband or wife, or sometimes even children or anybody else in your life. So wherever you are, play your role properly. If you are a daughter-in-law, then what is expected of a daughter-in-law? Try to do it. If you are the husband, many times there's a problem. If you are the husband, play the role of a husband properly. Take care of your wife. If you're caring and loving and then you expect her to do things for you, it happens easily. But if that care and love is not given by you and you expect your wife to give that care and love, it never happens. So, understanding the role that we are in and the role that we need to play with each and every person in our life, that is a secret to having very good relationships. So, please sit, reflect upon your life. Wherever you have problems, if a relationship is good, you don't have to think about it. But wherever there is a problem, try to understand whether you can make changes in the way you behave, in the way you talk, and you can see wonderful changes happening there also, in that person also. So this is a simple secret. Understand your role, play your role well in life. It's not one role, we have different roles to play. Play them all very well and you will be the winner.